So today we're going to go to Lemon Grove City here in San Diego County. It's so close to downtown San Diego that it's, you know, definitely part of the metropolitan area. But it is its own city. So Lemon Grove, it's in San Diego County and surrounded by San Diego City and La Mesa and other cities. But it's not a neighborhood, it's actually its own separate, it is actually a separate city. Never lived directly in Lemon Grove, but we lived very, very close. We lived off Federal Boulevard in the city of San Diego, but right at the Lemon Grove border. We've got a few stops in mind in Lemon Grove. If you're familiar with the area, some things you've probably seen and wondered about. So if you've been in that area, in that part of town, you've probably seen the quarry, and you might have known it was a quarry. That hillside that's seemingly gone. What's the story behind that? Of course, there's the Lips, the Lemon Grove Lips, a couple of historic houses, and one little surprise. Alright, our first stop is going to be the Independent Stone Quarry. So yeah, this is the site of the Independent Stone Quarry. Again, it was used to mine felsite, which is used in concrete. It's operational in the 1910s, 1920s. And apparently at peak production, it produced 40,000 tons of felsite annually. You've seen it. You've probably driven by it. Maybe not on this road, but I believe on the highways, you can still see this on the 125 or the 94 going by. All right, let's go check out the next spot. So the Lips were originally painted on the rocks in 1977 by a guy named Steven Garcia. They are known as the Lemon Grove Lips. However, they're actually a few feet in La Mesa. I know this by watching the Kim Kramer episode about San Diego on them. So apparently the road that we're on, High Street, is the dividing line between La Mesa and Lemon Grove. And from watching that episode, I do know that the Lips are actually in La Mesa, but they are known as the Lemon Grove Lips because you do see them as you come out of Lemon Grove. So yeah, the Lemon Grove Parks and Recreations guys maintain them, although they're in La Mesa. Let's head into Lemon Grove. If you haven't been in the area in a while, you may not recognize this approach. These apartments that are in front of me now are relatively new. When I lived in the area, they definitely were not here. But they are very, very conveniently located to the trolley. to the trolley stop.
Clean up my act for a month or two, but I eventually fall back in. Repeating patterns and cycles of thoughts that make my nightmares self-fulfilling. But you remind me that I'm only human. I'm only human. What could I do?
That was unexpected and very cool.
What could I do to deserve you? You're always making fun of me, saying that my head's too thick. I'm so good at forgetting.
So the city of Lemon Grove, unsurprisingly, actually does get its name because this area used to be a massive lemon grove.
Hold on, baby, I don't dance, but I
The giant lemon
be around you.
started life as a parade float on 4th of July 1928.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I found you. And you know that I'm yours, alright. You can tell you
Hope you've been enjoying the video so far. If you have, go ahead and smash that like button. If you'd like to be notified when the next video comes out, subscribe.
oh how I love to be around.
A lemon is approximately 3,000 pounds and 10 foot by 6 feet. It served a couple of years as a parade float before finally being plastered in 1930.
Be around you.
All right, we barely have to move to get our next bit of history. So this building is the Sonka Brothers General Merchandise Store, circa 1912. Anton and Anna Sonka were from immigrants from Bohemia, now known modernly as the Czech Republic. And this building has served as a store, a post office, and a bakery more recently. 110 years old this year. But the other important part of this building, as I said, it served as a store, a post office, and a bakery, but also is home to the Lemon Grove mural. The bottom half of the mural is not here right now, but the mural itself depicts 5 eras of Lemon Grove history, starting on the far left with the Kumeyaay Indian period. Next panel depicts the Spanish conquest. The middle panel, the Mexican Empire, the birth of Lemon Grove, and then modern Lemon Grove in the final panel. As you can see, they've got some sidewalk construction going on, so we're not going to be able to get too close, and also the bottom portion of all of the panels are missing. It's unfortunate, but it does give us an excuse to come back and do this another time. A little bit further up the road, a little bit more history. The Lemon Grove City Hall and Sheriff Station.
opening.
Oh yeah? You've been here before then?
First time.
Oh, cool. This is all about the history of Lemon Grove, how it started up. And you can notice the one building which will be opening up soon. It's going to be the Lemon Grove Bistro. It used to be Lemon Grove Bakery. So that's kind of started as the Zacco Brothers store. And then down over here is the Treganza family. Alberto Treganza built the lemon. So he was an architect, and most people know him here as the director, you know, the architect for the lemon, but he was also an incredible architect all over the country. He talks about the family, and this is the family that all of his children. And Amarita Treganza, you can see she was a pediatric optometrist, and her office is still downtown Monroe. She did a lot of work with pediatric optometry. When they burned down that was the bank down.
The bank in the Mesa that burned down like last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it like almost 2 years?
Has it been 2 years?
Pretty close.
2020, yeah.
Yeah. The family home is still here in Lemon Grove also.
Okay.
On Kemp Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this little house, that's what it looked like before, and then one of our board members, Gary, has redone the whole house. Nice. And it is so cool. It's really a neat bungalow kind of place.
Very cool. Oh, check upstairs.
Yeah, go on upstairs. It's like
Thank you.
Stroll back in time.
Oh, yeah.
And it was 1922, and so we partnered with the First Baptist Church of Lemon Grove, who owns the building.
Okay.
And so it's 100 years old. It was 100 years old on May 12th. Our archivist, who actually had the original documents, the original first notes from the first meeting, and they would put out little books every year, and they were the ones that would be, they got garbage pickup in Lemon Grove, the first one, you know, they were
nice.
Out there getting things done. So that's really interesting, because that one is actually 100 years old. I mean, there's not very many redwood things left other than the Hotel Del, but this is pretty, I mean, considering it's 100 years old, it needs some love and care for it.
Best climate on earth.
Yeah.
Your name?
Laura.
Laura. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Talk about getting involved now. I'm the president.
Well, yeah, quite involved then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Involved. I like how you said that. You're like, involved. I'm the president of the Historic Society.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Across the plaza is the Harold Lee House. This is actually a state historic site. Built in 1928 by architect Frederick C. Clemesha and carpenter George Simpson.
So this is Federal Boulevard, about a mile up the road there. On the left-hand side is Winnett Street. That's where we used to live. This is the College Grove area. College Grove Oak Park, and it is currently home to some military housing. Historically, though, it was a naval radio station, a naval radio transmission station, Chollas Heights. Home of the first global naval radio transmitting facility, 1917. So as you can see, it's a really nice neighborhood, really nice community, but some of the facilities remain. Check this out. Now, that's not something you see every day next to a kid's playground. That is the top of one of the 3 old transmission antennas, transmitters. This building across the street, although it looks very new and modern, and is the original radio transmission building. I suspect some of these houses, some of these buildings as well, these barracks looking buildings. So the building now is actually the leasing office and community space for the housing. But on this left-hand side, there's a small museum that I'm hoping we can check out.
Understanding the Chollas Heights Naval Radio Station. From 1917 to 1989, operations at the U.S. Naval Radio Transmitting Station Chollas Heights played a significant role in the invention and development of instantaneous worldwide communications and in the security and defense of the United States. Construction of this pioneer facility began in 1915 as a major expansion of a system of naval radio stations on the Pacific coast built in 1904 to 1906. This system included the 1906 Naval Radio Station on Point Loma. The then remote Chollas Heights site in the undeveloped country east of San Diego was chosen in part for its direct line of sight location from the Point Loma facility. Remote radio transmissions from Point Loma through the Chollas antenna were planned from the outset. The transmitter building in which you are standing was the centerpiece of operations at this site. Surrounding this building were three 600-foot steel towers rising from the point of a triangle 1,100 feet on a side. This triadic antenna broadcasts at a rated 200 kilowatts of radiated power. When operations began on January 26, 1917, this was the most powerful radio transmitter in the world.
What if we could stop the pain from hurting? What if we knew that love could mend the spirit, broken into reverse a broken feeling? Just say I do.
Alright, that was the Chollas Naval Transmission Station Museum.
Now, all my tears and searching, gonna open up my curtains now.
We'll head back in Lemon Grove.
Take me on a big adventure, baby. If we stay together, we could stay young forever. Where will you go if you could take
Really enjoyed that. Hope you guys did too. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. It's been a great ride. A nice bit of history of Lemon Grove. Got one last interesting thing to show you. It's a really steep street down out of here and back down to Broadway. If you've enjoyed it, then smash the like button. If you'd like to be notified when the next video comes out, subscribe. We're going to take a right on Washington down this narrow, steep street. We'll sign it off, and I'll see you guys next time.
Extreme close-up. Oh no.